Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick Ghoul Friend candle from Bath & Body Works, part of the upcoming Halloween collection. The price on this is $26.95 because it has a regular sticker label on it, but it does have a little bit of a fancy lid that has like skulls kind of embossed into it. But in any case, the notes on this read dark strawberries, ghostly peony, and spine-chilling citrus. So yeah, this is actually a fragrance all the way back from 2012. It was a hand soap called Raspberry Pink Peony that came out somewhere in like the springtime, I think, and it had the most beautiful, like bright, springy, botanical floral print on it. And I really enjoyed the fragrance. And I was like, this is so juicy for the springtime. And then lo and behold, it turned into a hand soap for the Halloween time as Ghoul Friend for many years, and then it finally got turned into a candle and has been around as a candle for many years as well, and now we know it as Ghoul Friend as a Halloween fragrance. But just going by the notes, and like if you strip the packaging off of it, and because the original release was like a Raspberry Pink Peony release, I always kind of equate it as like a, very fruity, juicy, slightly floral springtime fragrance. But because it's been out as Ghoul Friend for so long, I'm sure most people equate it as a Halloween fragrance. But like, you have to admit, when you smell this candle, it's just totally full-blown like spring bright fruity. So yeah, in any case, what you get a very juicy berry fragrance that I really actually enjoy. It says strawberries on this packaging, but there is definitely, I think, raspberries in here too. It's actually kind of watery and juicy, and I really enjoy it. Almost kind of like a drink type of like very quenching strawberry raspberry berry blend in there. And then it's mixed with a little bit of like more of a brightness that I guess comes from citrus in there, I suppose. But then you get a little bit like a slightly floral, just a prettiness to it that I guess comes from peony. It's not overly floral. It doesn't really smell like a rose fragrance or anything like that, but there is like a prettiness that gives it an extra depth that smells like it could be potentially like a, once again, made in a lab, Bath and Body Works kind of like body care leaning fragrance rather than just freshly picked berries. There's something a little bit extra and pretty about it, and that's what this smells like. I actually don't mind it. It's a little weird to be burning for Halloween time, but I guess it's supposed to evoke like, I don't know, the fruitiness of like fruity candies that you might get in Halloween. I really don't know, but it's a pretty fragrance, and it's nice to even burn it in the springtime if you want to. So like, this actually is kind of seasonally appropriate right now because it is so warm outside. But that's what Ghoul Friend smells like. I feel like most people have already smelled it at this point. As for the performance, I think I've burned this one 4 times. I just wanted to get into this one a little bit more because this one's always notorious for deading out. I've had it in past years, and it always has a really, really dark wax color. There was one year that it was like gray/black wax, and it was just absolutely abysmal, just completely deaded out like immediately. Couldn't get it to pull out. It was just trash. And then it kind of comes out in like deeper like purple colors and hues as well. And it is in like a purple wax this time around, and you can see the wax pool is quite dark, but it's actually doing fine. Color me surprised, and it's actually throwing rather much stronger than the previous version that I had, so I'm happy about that. But it has the like very thin core wicks on it, but they seem to be doing the job. They don't make massive mushroom tops, so you don't want to trim this one too much, because if you do lop this one off, it will probably dud out just because it needs an extra extra wick length to be able to pull out properly among the dark wax. But yeah, it's doing fine into the 4th burn. Yeah, so we're good to go there. It also doesn't really soot, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, as for the throw, this is doing pretty good, like a 6 to a 7. I remember that dark wax version was like a 2 to a 3. You could barely smell it, just like nearly unscented. This one's up to a 6 or 7. It's like super juicy and fruity in the room that you're burning it in, and it's super pleasant. It's not like overly chemically or synthetic or harsh, so we're good to go there. I think the juiciness of the berries really carries forward, that it's just kind of refreshing, honestly. But once again, I guess not the most Halloween spookiest fragrance out there. Overall, a pleasant like springtime into summer fragrance that it just always seems weird to be called Ghoul Friend for Halloween time, but it like clearly doesn't matter. Like, it's just truly just the naming and the packaging and the label, because like this clearly sells well because it has come out and continues to come out all the time for Halloween and as a Halloween fragrance, so it's still clearly very popular. So just goes to show you, it really comes down to the marketing and packaging and the labeling of how they sell the candle rather than what it actually smells like. So that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on this candle down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.